definitely somewhere a bit different this week. So I'm just going to try and show you where we are. I've come down with a group of friends. There's 12 of us. We've come down for a walking week. I bought my bike. They've all gone out walking. So we're in a place called Pembrokeshire, which is in Pembrokeshire. It's on the Pembrokeshire coast. We're in a very old youth hostel, which we've got exclusive hire of, which is an incredibly old building. It's lovely. It's very well equipped. I'll give you a bit of a tour later. It's on the edge of a cliff, basically. And I mean, when I say it's on the edge of a cliff, I mean it's on the edge of a cliff. So that's how close to the edge we are. I'll show you properly in a sec. So yes, I brought my bike down. I thought I'd do something a bit different. I'm going to go round the lanes, go up to the lighthouse. There's lots of little coves and bays. So I'm going to take myself out today and do a bit of cycling. Bought my mountain bike. It's not really off-road, but the country lanes are such that actually a mountain bike's probably a really good idea. It's mostly tarmac or, almost tarmac. So there might be a couple of bridle ways, but yesterday it rained for 24 hours. So I'm not convinced that the bridle ways will be great today. So I might stick to the road even though I'm on my mountain bike. So yeah, let me quickly show you the hostel before I go, and I'll take you down to St David's with me. I'll give you a bit of history of St David's later. It's a very interesting place, especially if you're not in the UK. It's a very interesting place. It's the smallest city in the UK. It's effectively a big village. It's a city because it's got the most enormous cathedral. I'll show you later. This is the hostel. There's my bike and my rucksack and my helmet ready to go. So this is the hostel, Pembrokeshire. I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Anybody that's got Welsh as a second language can tell me how awful that pronunciation was. So this is the hostel. I've locked the door now, but I'll take you inside later on in the morning. This is the patio out the back of the living room. Yep, that's the patio at the back of the living room. So if we walk along, there's like a little balcony, like a little shelf. Here's the patio. You can just sort of see inside, but I'll show you properly later. So this is where you can sit and have a cup of tea if the weather's nice, and this is what's out there. When I say when the weather's nice, we're in Wales, so generally it rains for 24 hours at a time. We've got 2 clear days now of rain, so the group have gone out on a walk. They've gone up along the coast path, which is there, and they're doing a walk down to a village that I'm going to hopefully cycle down to. So this is the view from the back window. It's pretty good, huh? What you can see in the distance over there is St David's, which is what I'm hoping to cycle to today and back. It's probably about 20k down there, 20k back, but I don't know yet. I'm going to meander around the country lanes and see how I get on. I might not get there, I might. There's lots of little coves and bays I want to go and look at. So this is the view at the back, ignore the bins. This is the view at the back. And yeah, parking the car was a bit leery when we got here, because you do think you're driving off the edge of a cliff. So yeah, so this is Pembrokeshire Hostel. We're here till Thursday, so let's go and explore the lanes. It's very, very windy today, so you may or may not be able to hear me. I've just done from the hostel to the junction. I didn't realise doing it in the car what a downhill it was, which means at the end of today I've got a wicked climb akin to this actually, back up to the hostel. Oh well, I'm following this because I shall see where it goes. It's not on my route, but I thought I'd come and have a look. I'm hoping it heads to a place called Abermore, which has got a little beach. So it's going to be very windy today and very hilly, so I've forgotten to bring my glasses out with me, so I'm not sure how long I'll survive with the wind in my face, but we're going to give it a go. A bit out of breath already, straight out the hostel and up a hill. Scenery around here is stunning, but let me tell you, yesterday, my God did it rain. Anybody that knows Wales will know what I'm talking about, because my God it rained for for 24 hours solid. And at one point last night, we were sitting down to eat. You couldn't see the benches outside the window of our dining room because of the sea fret. It was astonishing. And then, within 15 minutes, it was bright blue sunshine. It cleared up about 8 o'clock last night after 24 hours. And hopefully, it's going to stay like it now, today and tomorrow. So let's go and see what's at the end of this lane. It could be nothing. I could cycle all the way up here for it to be someone's house, and I've got to cycle all the way back again. So that's where I was heading for. My plan was to go down to the beach, but it's public footpath, so I can't go down on my bike because it's not a bridleway. And if it were big public footpaths, I would, but they're not. As you can see, they're like this. There's a lot of walkers. So I'm going to go back up to the main road and head down to the next one and see if I can get down to the next one. So that's where I'm headed, St David's, 12 miles. It's on Cycle Route 4, it's on Eurovelo 1. So I should now, although I've plotted it on the map, I should be able to follow the signs all the way there. It's on quiet lanes like these rather than on the A487, which runs parallel. So let's give it a go. Now I've picked up the signs, let's see if we can follow it. This is what I'm talking about. This is the road down to Abercastle. And I'm fairly certain I'll be able to get to the sea this time. It's a nice wide road, it's lovely. It's May, so the wildflowers are just in full bloom, there's birds everywhere. It's amazing. I've been looking forward to this for a couple of weeks. I was a bit disappointed yesterday when the weather was so woeful, but it's more than made up for it today. It's very windy still, and when you get the gaps in the fields you get a bit of a blast from a crosswind. But I'm hoping this is going to take me down to Abercastle. We can sit and have a cup of tea and yeah, regroup, have something to eat. Let's have a look. Where are we going? Oh yeah, that's the farm. So it's basically farming here, pretty much. As you can see in front, hopefully, there's the sea. But what goes down invariably when I get down there to get back out has got to come back up. If it's as gentle as this as an up, I don't mind. There's some really steep ups here. I've walked 2 out of the first 4, so this I don't mind. I see the sea! So, I am at Abercastle, and I thought I'd try, if I can, to show you where I've come from this morning. We're staying there, which is Puthderry, so I've come further than I think. Thought I've come all down here. I went out to Abermore, that's where I couldn't get down to the sea, come back in again. And then I've gone down here, 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 up here, up here, up here, up here, actually down, and that's where I'm at Abercastle. Still got a fair bit to go. I'm going to Trevin next, which is a little village, so I might be able to get something to eat. So there you go, Sarah, that's for you. Hashtag OS Maps, hashtag get outside. This is Abercastle. Managed to get right down to the water. It's busy. So many people have come through since I've been sat here. I'm just having a cup of tea and a biscuit and a banana, and it's a really busy little place. The coast path comes down off the cliff here and back up. Yeah, so it's lovely. Don't think it's a swimming place, although you never know. There's a lot of boats launching off. Anyway, so this is Abercastle. It's the first place I've been able to get to that's got water. So I'm having a cup of tea, and then I'm heading off now because I'm getting a bit chilly. As suspected, I've just done the equivalent climb back out of the village. but it was okay. It wasn't steep. Wind's picking up a bit more, I think. I suppose the worrying thing is we're going back downhill again, which just means one thing: you've got to come back up. But you know, when we cycled in Devon and Cornwall, it was exactly the same. That's the whole point, is to come and get some hills in the legs. It's stunning up here. The sea is to my right. Hedges are a bit high, that's the only thing. So you can't always see the sea. If I turn the camera around, you'll just get the hedge. Which is very pretty because it's full of hedgerow wildflowers, but it ain't all that. So basically the Garmin said to turn right down to Porthgain. Cycle route 4 said to stay up here to St David's. Quite frankly, I'm staying up here to go to St David's because the steep downhill into Porthgain, I need a rest, my legs need a rest. So I'm going to stay up. It'll still be a bit up and down, but not as up and down as going down to a harbour town and then back up again. So I'm going to head this way to St David's. Okay, I have taken a right turn now. I'm heading down to a place called Aberedi, which I wasn't planning on going to. But a guy at Abercastle this morning recommended it. It's called the Blue Lagoon, and it is apparently where Red Bull do all their cave diving. It's a pretty steep bit downhill, and I think it's a dead end. So I will have to come back up, but it was highly recommended for me to go and have a look. Probably won't do any cave diving, that's all the same. Come down to Aberedi. The sky's looking a bit foreboding, isn't it? They forecast a bit of rain this afternoon, but if it's rained like it was yesterday, I'll be getting a taxi back. So apparently over there is the Blue Lagoon. Honestly, I don't think I've got the legs. He said I can cycle up there, which you're not allowed to, by the way, because it's public footpath. But he said I could. But honestly, I don't think I've got the legs. However, it's a shame to come down here without, so we'll see. I'm going to have a rest and have a cup of tea and then decide. Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside. Oh, I do like to be beside the sea. Oh, I do like to be beside the prom, where the brass band plays diddly-ump-dum-dum. British seaside weather. This is St David's. This is the cathedral in what was, well, I guess it's always been a city. It's a tiny village, dozen shops, but it's got this, and this therefore classifies it as a city, smallest city in the UK. We had to walk around inside yesterday because the weather was pretty crappy, and it, you know, it's stunning. It's a cathedral. It's not really my bag, but it's very, very interesting, and yeah, biggest one certainly in Wales, and therefore making it the smallest city. Going to sit here now on the grass and have some lunch. So this is my first bit of unpaved of the day. Google seems to think it's okay. Luke seems to think it's okay. The OS map shows access, so we're pretty annoyed if I get down here and have to turn around. Let's wait and see. What's amazing about this is the amount of rain we had yesterday. This is bone dry. It's mad. It didn't stop raining for 24 hours. Okay, there's a bit of a puddle there, but that ain't from the rain. It's craziness. It must really dry out up here. I mean, it's very windy. Who knows? Anyway, it's nice to be off the road. It's not for long, and I suspect it's the only bit on today's ride, but it's better than nothing. and the views are pretty decent, but again there's a high hedge to the right. Looks like I'm back at the road already. That's a shame, because that was nice. Very nice. Oh well. Oh well. Nice while it lasted. Got about a mile, and then I hit the main road for a little while. Not for long, but I think I probably don't mind. I could do with getting a bit of a shift on. I'd like to be back at the hostel by 6 if I can, and it's about 3:30. I don't know how long I've got left to do. 15 mile, might be 10, not sure. Anyway, you know, double that just for the climbing. But it's a busy, fast main road. It's an A road coming out of St David's, but I could do with getting a bit of speed up for an hour really. I haven't really been able to get any speed up today, because the minute you get a stretch like this where you can sort of stretch your legs, you get a massive downhill, which is amazing, but then you get the corresponding uphill, so you don't really get a chance to stretch out. So maybe if the main road's not too busy, I can do it there. What a fab name for a place. We're just coming into a village. It's not really a village, it's just a crossroads with some buildings and a pub called the Square and Compass. You can hear the wind, right? But the Welsh translation is just the square. So, who knows? Ooh, I've seen a Costa Coffee sign. Do I want to stop? I'm nearly back. I'll go home and make coffee. So, somewhere it's lost in translation from Square and Compass to Square. Maybe it blew away in the wind. Okay, I took its advice and got off the main road, mostly because it's absolutely now blowing gusts that are really hard work to cope with, and I'd rather be down here, protected by some hedges and away from cars. A couple of times I got blown across, and the cars are coming down that road fast, so I'd rather not be blown across into a car. I can feel the difference down here already because you've got hedges either side. So I'll stick to this. Just got to the edge of a disused airfield. I kid you not, I stopped to take my jacket off because I was baking, and as I was taking my jacket off it started to rain. Do you know something? I am not putting it back on. I would rather get wet. There's my bike. I haven't shown you it today, have I really? It hasn't changed from last time, to be honest, although it's pretty clean when I got here. It isn't anymore. Anyway, onwards because it's raining. Actually, while I'm up here, while I've stopped, you can see the grey cloud coming over. For those of you who've been following or do follow the unboxing videos, I have actually got a football shirt on today. I've got the Real Madrid shirt on that I got in place of the Saudi Arabian shirt, so I thought I'll wear it. I bought yellow skins from the football club in the Kitman sale for £2. Honestly, that's why I'm so hot. They're bloody brilliant. So yeah, Real Madrid shirt today. Third shirt from the season before this one, so last season's third shirt. They barely wore it, but a very, very nice shirt. Really nice design, nice colours, nice style. Really like it. So I'm a bit hot in the skins, in the yellow skins, but yeah, so that's the football shirt, just for those of you who follow the unboxing. I've got a hoodie in my bag and a rain jacket, but honestly it's just too warm in these yellow things. So yeah, onwards and upwards, and let's hope it doesn't rain too much. the long sweeping downhill from this morning, first thing, but the other way. I think at the end of here I turn left and it's the road up to the hostel, I think. Because I remember, and you may remember, cycling down it saying, oh well, at least I know I'm carrying on at the bottom and this isn't a dead end. It wasn't a dead end, it was a hell of a climb at the other end, and I'm coming back up it, and it's up and down, but it's nice. I want to find a gap in the hedge, so I want to show you the view, but I haven't, hasn't been one for ages. So basically when the sun's out, the sea to my left is the most brilliant blue, as you can imagine, and you've got the yellow gorse, yeah, setting it against it, so it's a bit lush. Pretty close now to the hostel, actually. Looking forward to my chocolate milkshake. My legs have held out just about, to be honest, not brilliantly, but done a little bit of hiker bike, just hiker biked up that last steep one. I went down it and up the other side this morning, but now, not doing it. So nearly home. I'll be home before the walkers, they're just in Trevin. Yeah, looking forward to a chocolate milkshake. This is the last bit. It's a killer. It's not that steep, but after a long day, 50 odd K, it's brutal. I am not stopping. Not stopping this close to the hostel. But it would be nice to a little bit of downhill to finish the ride. Please. That's the top, and the next left in about 50 feet is the hostel, 50 yards is the hostel. See, they've saved me like 50 metres even. So from 50 feet to 50 yards to 50 metres, but they've saved me some downhill. So this is my view right in front of me now. At a dead end, down there's a dead end, and this is the hostel on the left. Oh, look at this. Is this not just worth the effort to get here?